Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
All right, folks, we hope you are doing well on this Monday. As always, we appreciate your company and your time for checking us out wherever you may be doing on the start of the week. Of course, we have felt more like spring, and again, I said this a few days back, it's more like sprinter with the mix of winter and spring combined together. And unfortunately, there's not any big time snows or any type of winter weather forecasted in the distant future. So for you snow lovers, I'm not sure what to tell you, but again, over the weekend, you kind of probably heard this on the national level, that parts of the Northeast, particularly Mount Washington, New Hampshire, got a record coldest wind chill of a minus 110. Minus 110. So again, that is not in Celsius, that's Fahrenheit. That's the wind chill up in Mount Washington. That's northern, just outside of Canada. Parts of Portland, Maine got a minus 45 degrees. Boston minus 30 degrees. So it was extremely cold for parts of the Northeast. Thankfully, that polar vortex is, again, that's pretty much been described as a buckle of cold air that's in place, and typically this is normal for winter. We get the influx of the polar vortex dipping us. Of course, we were cold, but not that cold here over the weekend, and now we're going to see more like spring-like weather. Again, this should be the average high for right now, right around it anyway. 55 degrees there with a clear skies and sunny conditions. Temperatures are going to remain pretty chilly or warm right now. This is where we need to be for a daytime high anyway. And again, our overnight lows are staying in the 30s, so we're running already above where we need to be for the first full week of February. So if you're thinking we were going to see a switcheroo after January, nope, you were wrong on that note. So anyway, no snow is expected, but it's definitely going to feel cold enough to snow for us. 30s and 20s everywhere you go tonight. Temperatures again is calmer as well, so we will not be having a lot of that wind. Of course, you saw that article that we did post on our Facebook page over the weekend that a tree did actually fall on a home thanks to those winds that moved through parts of our region, so that's something to think about. Moving on now to our highs for Tuesday, tomorrow, getting up in the mid 50s and upper low 60s for everybody. We will see a partly cloudy sky to start the day, then we'll see clouds increasing late in the afternoon. Again, not expecting any rain. We're just going to see some passing clouds moving in for the region. If you're heading up towards Boone's Mill, coming in at 60, 59 Rocky Mount, 60 and 59 is a popular number. Friends towards Ararat there and Stewart, going up towards behind the mountain of Floyd, is coming in at 56 degrees. So a plug-in if you have not had a chance to go out towards the mountains. Now's the perfect time to go out there and soak up that early spring-like weather because, to say the least, at this point, I would not be surprised if a lot of your front yards started developing the blooms for tulips. We may have also some of those dandelions and sunflowers start to bloom because of the unseasonable warm weather that we've been seeing in the last couple of weeks. And again, it's going to be a shock because once we get cold, if we ever get cold enough for snow, we're just going to be like, what is this? Because it's just been so warm over the last several, January checked off as one of the warmest that we've seen in several years. So way to go if you had that on your bingo card for 2023. So go and stamp off January for one of the warmest. And the way it goes, February, we may not be seeing any snow anytime soon because of the ridge and then the wedge that's in place. The wedge is out west. We're in a bit of a ridge of high pressure, which is allowing us to see more warmer weather than we need to be seeing for this time of year. I was talking to some family over the weekend. They were like, does this mean we're going to have a hot summer? I have no idea, but we'll see what goes into play with that. But again, tomorrow here, give me tomorrow, look at that. We'd love to see that number, right? 8 out of 10, number 1's out of 10 on that note as well. Well above average conditions for us, so we're not going to be anywhere we need to be for this time of the year. The average high, I said, it's right on 49, 50, 51 degrees for us. So believe it or not, this is not what February is supposed to feel like. And again, for those of you who are new around Virginia here, I'm going to give you a heads up. We like to have all seasons in about a week or 2 days time frame, depending on what is going on and depending on what weather system we have moving on in our region. Let's move on now to your favorite forecast. Everybody's favorite of the weather forecast on Mondays and Thursdays. They know that the outlook of the 5-day forecast is being put out. So once again, we'll have clouds increasing tonight. I'm not expecting any rain. Just see a few clouds moving on in. Mild and really warm, a pair of 60s for both Wednesday, Thursday and going into Friday. We'll see rain increasing late, possibly have a storm system moving through, have a collective of cold fronts begin to move through a series of systems, as we like to call it in the weather world. 66 there both days on Thursday. Late Wednesday night, things will see overnight showers likely. We'll see some scattered showers, and it's going to get windy on top of this, so we'll see some passing showers. So if you have trash day later this week coming up, do know that you want to go ahead and kind of secure those trash cans for you. But if you got trash day over the next couple of days, nothing to be worried about there, just mild. So, of course, a lot of our baseballs games are going to be taking place here pretty soon. So maybe you're out there in soccer. We got that coming up pretty soon. At this point, we might as well go and start all the spring sports the way the weather's been going. So don't do that, though, because there will be side effects later on, about a month from now. Dustin said, right? So anyway, 66 there on Thursday. We'll see some scattered showers and wind at times. A southwest breeze at 10 to 20 miles per hour. So again, a collective series of systems moving through, bringing us, yes, more rain, something we don't really need right now. So over the next couple of days, hopefully your yards can dry out. And like I said, you may even go ahead and blow the mower out there and get the leaf blowers going, because you're going to be needing that. Friday's looking overcast as well, but still warm, running several degrees above average there. Rain likely will continue into Friday night, that it may tap into enough cold air. Again, some of the computer models last week were showing that the temperatures will be cold enough for supporting snow. I'm not seeing that right now, but again, next Saturday, this coming weekend, may be on the cooler side, back to where we need to be. Yes, you see that? Near average. That is where we need to be for this time of the month. Nothing compared to some 60 degrees. If all goes well, some computer, if we do have enough warm air, which I don't foresee we will, but let's say we did, let's say these temperatures were about 10 degrees warmer, we would be talking about some thunderstorm opportunities. So right now there's no thunderstorms expected, just some scattered showers and snowstorms in the forecast for us. Running about 15 to 20 degrees above average. Even these overnight lows, though, 41, 46, 47, those are daytime highs, not lows. That is not even near where we need to be for a low either. So letting you know that Mother Nature is confused and we did not flip our calendars to April. All right, folks, do take care. We will have a lot more BTW20 news coming up after a quick commercial break.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.